should I say everybody, as Malcolm has invited all to listen, but friends is the best way to introduce you to me and me to you. It's the hallmark of a robust democracy that the widest possible spectrum of its citizens participates in the life of the community. What grade of specific density in participation does our democracy possess? Our high voting rates at the last general election, 93%, would show a good index of political participation. The stock exchange was set up in 1992, and almost 4 billion worth of capital has been raised on the market for the private sector through the issue of corporate bonds and equity, while a further 15 million worth of government of Malta paper in the form of stocks and treasury bills has been issued and fully taken up. The local television stations also do provide some news concerning the movement in the capital market. However, for the average citizen at large, housed in the former Garrison Anglican Chapel, the Borza is still very much of a special cappella, frequented by an elite, restricted in numbers. There are no social, legal, or engineered restrictions. It is still a result of scarce knowledge and awareness. The focus of the stock exchange is still mostly domestic, and the investor base, approximately at 75,000 individual investors, is significant, considering our country's economic dimension. But the institution is still alien for a substantial proportion of our people. For many people, still the economy is a territory into which they fear to tread. For many, depositing their savings in a bank is the only possible participation. The Malta Financial Services Authority was established by law on the 23rd July 2002, taking over some of the supervisory functions previously carried out by the Central Bank of Malta. The authority is a fully autonomous public institution and reports to Parliament on an annual basis. Happily, when it was set up, both major parties in Malta acted in concert, and this bipartisan approach, coupled with its excellent record, has shielded it from adverse partisan and mostly uninformed criticism. Perhaps, however, it has remained outside the common popular appreciation of its great contribution to the economic life of the country. More active participation in the country's economy by a higher proportion of our citizens requires more knowledge, more awareness, more consciousness of the possibilities and the risks. Intelligent information, discussion, and debate in the written and on the broadcast media concerning the local as well as the foreign economic situation are therefore a great desiderata. This has to be seen as ancillary to, but also very necessary for the further development of our democracy and our economy. Indeed, the democratization of the economy is, in the sense of active participation by the greater number of citizens, is the key to further economic progress. Though I would not wish to sound too presidential, there is also a need of some more emphasis in the media on the ethics of economic and commercial activity. The country cannot project progress on the basis of ruthless competition and the no-holds-barred individualism. The social and moral responsibility of those engaged in economic activity has to be part of the implied premise of business practice. The Tumas Fenech Foundation for Education and Journalism has set its sights on the importance of highlighting the connection between good, insightful economic reporting and the heightening of the pace of economic growth by putting the average citizen into the position of making reasoned choices about the safeguard of his savings and about the safest way of taking risks and initiatives to produce more wealth for himself and for the common good. Thank you.